Welcome, 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 everybody. This is week 3, 1, 2, 3, uno, dos, tres, of Project 63, 63 days of becoming a powerfully profitable personal brand. And today we're going to talk about brand awareness. Brand awareness. Let's see, which Stella, because I do know you, right? I do know my Stella Cobb. We just got to get you here to the DMV so we can get busy and get your stuff done. Hello, Joan Corner Woman Wilson. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Crystal Carter. Oh, the party is starting. Again, I'd like to welcome you guys to Project 63. This is week 3, and I just wanted to say one thing. I do seriously and genuinely appreciate those that come on here week after week and show your support. Do your homework, right, Crystal? Crystal has really shown up 100% this week, and continue to come back every week and actually get the things that they need, and I just love doing it. Yes, Chris, I know you did 2 videos, and super duper proud of you. And you know, it's not easy, and I'm not saying that it's easy. I make it look easy, but it's not easy because you got to worry about, okay, how do I look? Do I have on my lipstick? Am I saying the right things? Oh my God, what am I going to speak about? Even when I do these webinars, I have my 9-week titles written out before I even started the series. So I knew what I was going to talk about. I knew what the title was, but then you still got to come up with the meat and potatoes. So Thursday is one of them days where it's my errand day. So I kind of run these errands and get things done. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, I got to hurry and get my meat and potatoes together so that I can deliver content to you guys that you can use and really implement into your business and increase your personal brand score. So, so you wrote a script? See, that's what I'm saying. See, the thing is, Crystal, can you share with us, you wrote a script. Did you put it like in bullet points on a dry erase board? Did you have a little cheat sheet and like you wrote it on your hand? Like exactly what did you do? Share with everybody what you did. Is it okay if I play it? How about if I go to Facebook and I play your actual video? Is that okay? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm just so super duper proud of you for taking action. So is that a yes, I can show it, or is that a yes, I wrote the notes in my hand? I wrote the script in my hand and just kind of looked and talked. Because I don't know if you guys heard or not, Howard Stern show is being sued because they played somebody's conversation without their knowledge on the radio today. A guy who worked at the IRS called into the Howard Stern show. And you all know that Howard Stern is like a shock jock, right? That's just what he does. But needless to say, somebody that worked at the IRS called into the show. And Howard then put the guy on hold. So, hey, hold on for a minute. But in the meantime, the guy took a call from a regular person, and we're discussing her taxes. Well, of course, the Howard Stern show was recording it, and they played it. They played the lady's conversation with her tax guy that worked at the IRS. Now, I know that the lady is suing Howard Stern, but I think she needs to sue the IRS guy. What do you guys think? Because the IRS guy should have been doing his job and not calling into the Howard Stern show with me on speakerphone in the background that the Howard Stern show could even record it. So is it Howard Stern that is at fault, or is it the IRS guy? Who do you guys think? Who's at fault? I don't think it's Howard Stern. You know what you're gonna get when you call in. But the guy who is the IRS agent, if you will, he should have been doing his job. He's at work. Why is he calling into the Howard Stern show to even have that customer's business all over the airwaves? Right, the IRS guy, Stella. That's how I feel. So, yes. So that's why, Crystal, I had to ask you first if it was okay, because I don't want you suing a rock star. Okay. Because I'm well protected with all my LLCs. You won't be getting too much. So great. I rock star in training. Crystal, I love the RIT. When I saw it, I was like, what is RIT? What is Crystal talking about? She's talking about rock star in training. I freaking love it. So you guys, welcome, Kristen. Welcome, welcome. I see that you just popped in. Welcome. Last week, guys, we had homework. The homework was to do a video giving like one tip. And I know that Kristen, me and you kind of went back and forth in reference to what to put in your video, the content. And you were having a hard time with, should I do about this? Should I do it like that? And so I'm going to give you an example today, but also Crystal did hers and posted it, and she did too. So what I'm going to do, let's go here, guys, and I'm going to see if I can find Crystal's video on Facebook, and let's see if we can I'm just go directly to your page, Crystal, if that's okay. Crystal Carter did her homework, and I'm super duper duper proud of her. So I want to show her some extra love. So let me share my screen real quick. All right, can you guys see Crystal?
Business Alliance. As I promised, each week I'm going to be giving out tips on writing your own business plan. Now, my tip that I gave out last week talked about who needs a business plan. And today's tip, we're going to talk about writing your business plan in sections. Now, a business plan has 9 actual sections to it, and it's a lot to try to write at one time. And as you look at each of the different sections, you realize that there's some research you're going to have to do to make sure you have everything together and ready to go to write your business plan. So what I want to do is I want to encourage you that as you're looking at writing your business plan, break it into pieces. Let's think about the section that talks about your company description. In that section that's talking about your company description, you're giving out a lot of great information about your company, the location, how you incorporate it, how you're going to make money, what products and services you're selling. Well, in order to have all of this together when you sit down to write, it's better to do your homework in advance. Pull it all together, have it where you're ready to sit down and work on just that section. If you try to work on everything at one time, it's really going to be a lot. So take it in pieces, look at the section that you're writing, make sure you've done your homework for what you need to have together in order to be able to write that section. Because if you're a business and you're incorporated, you need to tell, well, what's your business format? Are you incorporated? Are you a sole proprietorship? You're going to need to really describe your business in great detail. So when you're writing that company description section, have all of those pieces together, the products and services you offer. It's a lot of information that's going to go into your industry, who your competition is. There's a lot that goes into that section. So don't try to write the business plan as a whole. What you want to do is like take it in bite-sized pieces, one section at a time. And as you do your homework and you write each section at a time and get it ready, you'll find that you've gotten all the details and everything that you need, and you can really write a very fluent business plan. Now, as I mentioned last week, I will be hosting a class soon that's going to be talking about write your own business plan. And in writing your own business plan, we will be helping you go through each of those sections to help you understand how to write it and work with you through writing those different sections so you feel like you're not doing it by yourself, because it can be a little overwhelming. So what I want you to do today, if you're interested in getting additional help with your business plan, I want you to text the letters B as in business, P as in plan, to my cell phone number, area code 336-327-1994, and include your name and the best time to contact you. And what we'll do is we'll give you a call back and schedule a time to work with you on your business plan. Also, in the meantime, join the Facebook group, Evolution Business Alliance Network.com. On that Facebook group, all these tips and things we're working on and any upcoming activities will be posted there. So please check it out, and I look forward to working with you. Have a great day.
Bye. Hey, Crystal. Great job. Super, super, super. Crystal, you did it. Did you guys see that? Did you hear that? What did you guys think? First of all, Crystal, I give you like an AA++ for jumping out there and doing it and then giving a good tip. It wasn't just no regular old piece of nothing. It was a good tip. I thought it was good. You know, can I give you now, Crystal, you know, if you gave me permission to show it, what come along with that is permission to critique it. Okay? You good with that, Crystal? Because you know, done is better than, you know, just not having it out there. So, you know, A+ on that. While watching this, some of the things that I would have done, I know that you ordered yourself a selfie ring light, right? You need to put her on when you get it. So I know you don't have it. I know you ordered one. So, because I need you to shine a little brighter. So I need a little bit more light. Even if you have a lamp, take the lampshade off so that we can get more light and get more crystal. Okay? So you don't want it to be it'll be there tomorrow. Girl, I keep mine on deck. Okay? I went somewhere though and forgot it. And I was like, dang, it got dark on me. And I was like, I need my selfie ring light. Hey, I used it tonight on my Facebook Live because I was actually in my bedroom. And the lighting in there is horrible. And I didn't want to take my main light upstairs and set it all up. I said, selfie ring light. So make sure you use that next time you do it so you're not so much in the dark. Guys, if you don't have one, you could always just take the lampshade off of your lamp and voila, there is light. Okay? The other thing is, Crystal, you gave the number for them to text you. You said it one time, first of all, and then you said it too fast. So I didn't get it. Now, I'm not sure if you have wrote it in the text part. So therefore, people can go back and just read it and say, okay, there goes the text and where I need to, you know, send my information to. So I'm not really sure if you did that part because I didn't read that part. But as far as your video itself, you said it kind of fast. So you have to slow down on your numbers. You guys, and that's everybody, slow down on your phone number, slow down on any web domains, any links you want them to go to. And you have to repeat yourself. And I always tell people to do it 3 times, definitely 2, but I always say 3 times because when you say it the first time, they didn't get it. It was like, oh my God, what'd she say? And then you say it the second time, they're like, oh yeah, she did say that. Let me get my pen. They needed to hear it the 3rd time. Now I'm ready. Cool? And we all do that. Wish they say it, you know, wish they would say it again because we heard it, but didn't hear it. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you say it 2 to 3 times. Okay? And also put it in the text up there because that's your call to action, Crystal. So your call to action, you want to put it up there. If you want them to text you, then make sure you put it up there too so that they can go back and reference it in case they didn't catch it in the video. And not only that, everybody can't hear that watches you. Okay, so they can read though. Another thing is ask them to send their first name, their last name, and their email address. Okay? So when you tell them to do certain things, you want to get all the information you can get, because you want to make sure that you could text them, you can address them by Mr. or Mrs. Jones, you know their first name, last name, you might be able to look them up on Facebook, and not only that, you have an email address that you can connect with them with and send content that is valuable to them. You know, you might tell them, hey, I'm having a campaign coming up, your event coming up. You want to be able to have, you know, different ways to communicate with them. So make sure you put those tips in. And, oh, the last thing, Crystal, I know you're like, dang, she just beating me up. I am not beating you up because, honey, you are great and faboo, okay? So I want you to know that. Your next investment, after your ring light comes, is going to be a tripod. And they have the little adapters. As a matter of fact, I have one right here. I got everything, don't I, right? This little thing right here. Okay? And you can set your cell phone in it, Crystal. This part right here, guys, screws on top of a tripod. Okay? Just screws on. Nothing difficult. No heavy machinery here. This little thing here. And you can set the cell phone right in here. Now this one can fit tablets. That's why it's this big. Okay? So you can set your cell phone in here. Press down like that. And mind you, this is into the tripod. And it has a little latch on here on the back where you could tighten it up and, you know, so it doesn't come loose. Okay? So that way, and your video wasn't real shaky, Crystal. Let me say that. I know the stuff because it's just what I do. Okay? But you did a very good job holding it. But if you could put it on a tripod and then push it away from your face a little bit and give more of not just this part, but give more space around you. But you'll need a tripod for that because most people, our arms can't go but so far out. So you want to put a tripod up and Crystal, let me tell you something, girlie. Oh, so you got the kit with all of this in there? Excuse me while I clear my throat. Ah, yes, Crystal. Crystal, you get an A++ and a bonus. You know how people get more than a 4.0? I never knew that you can go higher than a 4.0, but you can. I don't know how you get there because I ain't never been there. So I don't really know. But guys that do not have the kit or did not order the kit, these little things cost $7. I think like $7.97 or something. I got it from Amazon. As a matter of fact, I bought 2 of them because they were so cheap. So they're inexpensive. And $22.95 at Walmart. Crystal, was that for the whole kit or are you talking about just for this adapter that goes on the tripod? What was $29 for the kit? $22.95? Oh, well, what was in the kit, Crystal? We need to know everything was in the kit. That was in the kit. So, but great job. Woo! Round of applause. See, this is the round. Round of applause for Crystal. Crystal, that's thebomb.com. You, my dear, are the winner. Okay, I ain't got no prize, though, but you're the winner. Congratulations on that, though. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Kristen, did you kind of get any ideas of how to do your video? Because I know me and you were going back and forth in the inbox, making sure that we can get your video nice and tight. And also, Kristen, the same thing I want you to do because your cell phone is close up on you too. You want to bring some space in between. And Kristen, make sure yours stands out some more because you are really close. So all they see is this right here. So you want to bring yours out because you got to have some space. People need to see your pretty face because they want to be able to connect with you, you know, but you can't do like this because you're too much. Just bring it back a little bit and get a tripod too, so you can set it on top as well and do your videos. Okay. And guys, it's so much easier when you don't have to hold your phone. because I'm a talker with my hands. So I like to use my hands and express stuff and, you know, all that great stuff. So it's just easier to do when you have a tripod, and they are not that expensive. You can get a tripod and that little cell phone adapter under 20 bucks. Okay, check out Amazon and get it right. Okay, the kit. Okay, selfie stick too, a selfie light ring, tripod stand, and a remote control. Okay, guys, $22.95. That's 23 bucks. No excuse of why we can't get that done. Very good, very good. Thanks, Crystal, for giving us that information. And I love it. Great job, great job. And Kristen, you good on the tips, right? I just want to make sure that you're okay before I get into tonight's content. I want to make sure you're okay with what you need to do. Cool beans, great job, great job. So today we're going to talk about awareness. How do we show up? Where do we put all this stuff? What should we concentrate on? What platform should we concentrate on? You know, because last week we talked about our personal brand score. Okay, where do we land? Are we a 3 to a 4, a 5 to a 6, 7 to an 8? Are we a 9 to a 10? Are we a rock star status? Like, where are we? Where do we land? Okay, that's one of the things we talked about last week. So now that we know where we are, what do we need to do now to increase that personal brand score? What are the things we need to do now to show up? Okay, because now we got to show up. Like Crystal did her video and she put it on Facebook. Well, that's one of the platforms where you have to show up. Okay, now each platform is different. Each industry is different. So you kind of want to do your homework a little bit when it comes to these different platforms, because look guys, it seems like every day something new is coming up. We got from Facebook to Snapchat. So you want to make sure you pick the right platform that is right for you. And if you're like me, I use more than one. Some I use a little bit more than others. And I do have my favorite. And but sometimes the favorite is not always the best solution for the gig. Okay, so when we talk about awareness, how do we get visible? How do people know that we exist? Social media, guys, these days is free, so there's kind of no excuse for not utilizing the platforms and showing up, you know, like a rock star on these different platforms. Because when you get the visibility going and you get in front of a lot of people, your brand score increases. You get in front of more people. You get in front of people that you didn't know. You get in front of people that have what you need. And then all of a sudden you get in front of people that want you to speak on their stages. You get in front of people that want you to speak to their women's group or their organization, or come on their podcast or their teleseminars. And then you get in front of people who just overall want you and nobody else. You know, you become that hot commodity that we talked about last week. I call it the hot tamale. You become the hot tamale like we talked about last week. So, so how do we show up like that? How do we get in front of those people? Because there's a lot of people out there, gang, that you don't know. And truth be told, those are the people you want to get. The ones you already know, they're okay and everything. But you want to widen your audience. So let's talk about the different platforms. I'm going to talk about a few. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk about 4. Let's talk about Instagram. Instagram, I don't know how many of you guys have an Instagram account. I do. And I remember when Instagram came out and I was kind of like, how does this work? And you know me, I got to keep my eyeballs on it. I got to pay attention to it and see exactly how this thing is going to work. Because some things come and they disappear real fast. They don't have any longevity in them. But Instagram is very visual. It's one of those platforms, very, very good for people that are makeup artists, hairstylists, in the media space. You do videos, you do graphics. That is like the place. As a matter of fact, because it's such a visual platform, people, it's pictures all day long. And now they do videos. You're allowed to do a video on there up to a minute. It used to be 30 seconds. So they have extended it to a minute, but that's all you're going to get. So you're not going to be able to do 5 minutes. You're not going to be able to do a tip that lasts more than 5 minutes if you choose that platform. That platform is so visual that now in the beauty industry, when people say, hey, anybody know of a makeup artist? They're like, oh, yes, I do. The first thing I say when I'm looking for a makeup artist is, what's your Instagram handle? I don't even ask for a resume. I don't need a comp card. I don't need your website. I don't need any of that stuff. Nowadays, it's what's your Instagram? What's your IG account? And that's how I look for people. When I was looking for someone to braid my hair, I went to Instagram and I put in the hashtag. That's another thing with Instagram. You can put in, like for example, when I was looking for the braider, I put in hashtag DMV, because I live in the DMV area, hashtag DMV braider, hashtag DMV natural hair. And when I put those hashtags in the search bar, all the braiders in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area that have utilized that hashtag in their post popped up. So I had all these pictures to scroll through, and I just scrolled through pictures and pictures till I saw one that I liked. So I hit their handle and pops up all of their pictures on. But I was able to go through and look at her work. And I said, oh, this is the one right here. Where is she located? Okay, I know she's in the DMV because I put that in the hashtag. And then I was able to go and get my hair braided. And I went back several times because it's such a visual platform. I didn't want to see her website. I wasn't interested. She didn't really need one. I don't need a resume to know how many people she did. And and the funny thing is, guys, she did it in her home, in the basement. And yeah, but she was good as heck. And I went to her. It's the same thing. If you have a business that's visual, Instagram is it. But you have to make sure you put those hashtags. And I'm guilty of that myself because I need to add more hashtags to mine. For example, I will put DMV branding, DMV personal branding, you know, or just personal, hashtag personal branding. Because in this digital space, you don't even have to be local. So, because some of you guys on here are not local. So therefore, Instagram is definitely for those that are have that visual business. And those hashtags, if I cannot say it anymore, your hashtags on Instagram are very, very crucial. That's how people find you. So, for example, Kristen, I know you do travel. You have a travel business, okay? Anything hashtag travel Bahamas, hashtag travel, whatever those destinations are, those should be some of your hashtags, okay? Hashtag travel agent, hashtag Disney specials, or whatever that may be. You want to have those hashtags so that when people are looking up hashtag Caribbeans, you know, it'll pop up. You'll pop up in that thread. And they'll be able to click on your site and actually see what you have to offer. Okay, let me see here. Stella says, I have an Instagram account. How do you switch from a personal Instagram account to a business Instagram account? Stella, actually at the top, and as a matter of fact, mine popped up as a matter of fact, and I didn't complete it. So I really have to go back and complete that. But there's a drop down box in your profile and you would do it from there. And also check up top because mine popped up up top and said, actually, hey, switch this to a business account. And I don't know if you guys know, though, Facebook and Instagram now are one. So therefore, when you have a ads manager account in Facebook, when you create your Facebook ads, there is a place in there where now your ads can go on Instagram and you can connect the two accounts. And that's from your business page in Facebook, Stella. Your business page in Facebook. When you run an ad in your ads manager account, there is a space in there where you can connect your Instagram account as well. So when you run your ads, they run on Facebook and Instagram. And you have an option whether to do that or not. Kristen said what I did was made 2 different Instagram accounts, one for business and one for personal. That is okay. I have a girlfriend who owns a hair salon, and she has a Bang Theory salon account, and she has her personal account. And the Bang Theory salon account has strictly salon stuff. And she probably has about, okay, she don't have 30 hashtags, but she probably has a good 15 hashtags underneath all of her pictures. And she hashtag very popular hair magazines as well, because the people that are looking at those hair magazine pages definitely have an interest in the product and service that she has, which is hairstyling, hair coloring, hair cutting, barber, natural hair, all of those hashtags. And you want to put those top priority hair magazines in there as well, as far as their hashtag. And so therefore she has a personal page too, which is personal. Let me tell you guys, hers is so separate and it works. But because her business one is blowing up so much, she rarely is on the personal. But hey, if it's blowing up and you're making money, who cares about the personal, right? So, Kristen, it is okay to have 2. As a matter of fact, I highly recommend it unless you are the face of your brand. But if you are the face of your brand, like me, for example, I'm the face of my brand. I don't have a bunch of me and my daughter, me at the skating rink. Okay, I ain't been at the skating rink. Y'all know I ain't done that right. But you get the gist, right? I'm not at no skating rink. Okay, but it's a very visual. But make sure your hashtags are. If you got 15 hashtags, put 15 hashtags. But your hashtags are not just your own hashtags. Your hashtags are going to be other subject matters within your industry. Okay? Now, that's Instagram. Any questions on Instagram before I go on to the next platform? I love Instagram too. Okay, so Twitter. Twitter took me a while to kind of figure out, because in my mind I was like, you can't even put that many words in there. I got to make everything all short and get to the point and be direct. What is the purpose of Twitter? Now, I knew it had a purpose because Hollywood, everybody that's a celebrity was tweeting. Everything is a tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. You know, our new president is a tweeter, as we know, because he'll say anything on there. But everybody was tweeting. So I said, okay, it has to be more to this. Because in my mind, I just couldn't really figure out, I don't even get to say everything I want to say, you know? And it's just not making sense to me. So for a long time, I just didn't get it. But I didn't forget it because I knew more of the masses are utilizing it. So sometimes, gang, it's not always personal. Well, I don't like this and I don't like that. It's not about what you like sometimes. It's about the platform that the masses are utilizing. You got to jump in the game. So guess what? I had to jump in the game. Twitter is one of those platforms where I always call it the place where you connect with industry executives. So for example, if I was trying to, let's say if I was a hairstylist, okay, and I wanted to work with L'Oreal. L'Oreal has makeup, L'Oreal has hair coloring, hair products, and a lot of other things underneath their brand, if you will. So that is the place where you connect with the executives of L'Oreal. That is the place where you connect with the who's who, the ones that make the decision makers. That platform is connecting with people. It's for connecting with the ones that make the decisions. That's the best way I can explain it, because you can go on there all day long and put, hey, I'm at the beach, it's sunny outside, 95 degrees, and I'm, enjoying myself. There's nothing wrong with it. That's not the highest and best use of that platform. You want to make sure that you utilize that platform to connect with somebody that can put you in a certain position or put you in a certain company, work with a certain brand, whatever that thing is. Okay? So those industry execs are on there all the time tweeting. So the best way to connect with them is to retweet their stuff, respond and comment on their stuff, and you always put their handle in. So if I was doing L'Oreal, for example, it's at L'Oreal, I really love this color. I use it on my clients. At L'Oreal, oh, I'm coming to the trade show so I can get some of your new products that you just launched for my clients. Or let's say they put up something like a quote. Oh, at L'Oreal, I love this quote, retweeting now. And you can retweet. What happens is, guys, when the execs see your name keep popping up, because it shows up with your handle, your Twitter handle. When it shows up with your Twitter handle and they keep saying it over and over and over again, guess what they're going to do? Hit your Twitter handle and look at your page. Because when you make enough noise, I always tell you guys, people start paying attention. So when they hit your page and say, okay, well, we know she's a hairstylist because she keeps telling us that. She keeps saying she used all of our products. She keeps saying that she likes our new line of coloring. She keeps saying she likes our new lipstick. She used it in her photo shoot or in her hair show. So they're going to eventually click on your handle and end up on your page. The thing is, your page better be tight. So if you over there talking about you at the beach, it ain't gonna work. Because they want to see who you are, that keeps shouting them out and keep saying that you use their stuff. And then they go to your page and they see pictures of your work, short videos of your work, stuff straight industry related to the brand. And then they see some of your work, they see you on set, whatever that may be. And they're like, oh, shoot. And when they start recognizing who you are, because you got to remember, those are the decision makers. Those are the people that actually say, hey, I like your work. I see you use our products. We're looking for somebody to do New York Fashion Week. Can you come in? Yeah. That's what Twitter is for. Connecting with the decision makers. Okay? I know celebrities that have, as a matter of fact, Kurt Franklin is a good one. Kurt Franklin is on Twitter. He tweets all the time. But there was somebody from my church, actually, that evidently follows Kurt all throughout Twitter. Just, so much that Kurt knew his name. And he must, because Kurt Franklin was coming to my church to perform one day. And at the end of Kurt Franklin's performance, he asked, was that guy there? I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy had tweeted, oh my God, I can't wait to see you at First Baptist Church of Glenarden. I'll be there tonight. But Kurt had already knew the guy because the guy retweets, he speaks to Kurt, he's just always there. So Kurt called him out like, hey, is he here? That guy ran from the back, y'all, all the way up. But the connection was made. The connection was made. I don't know what may have happened from that point forward, but Kurt knew who he was. So you just don't know. So you have to be strategic with Twitter. And that's what Twitter is for. It's the connection of the industry execs or the people that make the decisions. That's what I like to call it, the decision makers. Okay. Periscope. So, Stella, you can share the link. They let you put links on Twitter. Periscope. Periscope is a part of Twitter. In case you didn't know, they're connected. And when you're on Periscope, it's almost like a Facebook Live. Periscope was first with this whole live video thing. And one of my colleagues, Vanessa Collins, she uses Periscope so much that I was like, because I used it when it first came out. And I kept saying, I need to get back in it because I see that she uses it a lot. I mean, she does Periscope so much now that when she's on, she has this lower third across her video that has a call to action on it. Whatever her program is, wherever she wants them to go, whatever, she might have a price on there of a program she's launching and talking about in her Periscope live video. And one day I asked Vanessa, I said, hey, Vanessa, Periscope master, yes, she is. I asked her, I said, why do you do Periscope? You know, you are like hard on Periscope, like you go in on Periscope. What makes that so great? She said, you know what? You can build your audience quicker with people that you don't know on the Periscope platform. Really? Well, how is that, Vanessa? And she said, because people don't mind sharing your video on platform, or on Periscope, on that Periscope platform. They don't mind sharing it. They don't mind retweeting it because Twitter moves so fast. Unlike Facebook, sometimes people don't want to share stuff because it falls on their timeline. And sometimes they don't want all that stuff on their timeline. So they're not as quick to share, if you know what I mean. Where Twitter, it doesn't really fall on their timeline and just linger. So people are more apt to just swipe up and share. And you can share it to all your personal Twitter followers, or you could just share it to the masses on Twitter. And you can invite certain people, all that good stuff. But it's a great platform to actually build your audience of new people. Okay? And also connecting with people that you just did not know. And she is just, like Crystal said, the Periscope master. And so it's just, she's just the bomb.com. And Crystal, the answer is yes. Because I saw our good friend, Dakisha, she actually did it just today, I think it was, as a matter of fact. So the answer is yes. So I think I'm going to start going back to Periscope. So y'all look out for that. And next we're going to talk about, Snapchat. I had to throw this one in because it ain't going to be that long. Snapchat is one of those things that I say is for the kids. For the kids. For the kids. It is one of those platforms where you do a quick little video, real quick. And you got to have followers. You got to have people that's following you. And when you do your snaps, the thing is, they only last 24 hours. So this time tomorrow, if I took a picture now or did a short little video, tomorrow, this time, it will disappear. So if you're not consistently having, snapping, that's what they call it, then you won't have anything on your page for anybody to see. Because I did sign up for a Snapchat account, My daughter looked at me like, Ma, really? Yeah, I'm going to snap. DJ Khaled, he could do it. Why can't I do it? Okay. DJ Khaled actually blew up using Snapchat, but you got to keep up with it. Like you got to keep it rolling. So because it disappears. So every day you have to create content. Every day you got to snap a picture. Every day you got to snap a video. Every day, all day long, you got to just constantly just beat it up. So that when people go to your Snapchat, that it's always something for them to see. Because if I snap now and I don't do anything until the weekend, ain't nothing gonna be there. There's nothing to see. So it's one of those in the moment type of platforms. So have fun with that one, okay? Let me know how that works out, because I don't know if I got enough energy to snap 50 times a day all day long. But it does not mean that it does not work, okay? Because it does. And last but not least, what I want to talk about tonight is the Facebook platform. Facebook is the engagement piece. Facebook Live, I love Facebook Live. I don't do enough Facebook Lives. Facebook is one of those places where you can run your ads. I just like Facebook. Maybe I'm a little biased, but you can run your ads, but you can also engage with people. You can have events and invite people. You can do polls. You can do a business page. You can do a group page. You can do all type of things. You can do multiple pages on one platform. Okay, because I have the business page. I have, as a matter of fact, let me take that back. I have a personal page. I have a business public figure page. I have a Rockstar 360 page. And I have a Rockstar 360 movement group. I have one page that's for educational business. And I have another one that's for a real estate business that I have. So those things, I could just, they're unlimited. So you kind of say, oh, wow, then you mean I can, you know, target different type of people for different things using those different pages? Yes, you can. The Facebook Live feature, we all know about Facebook Live. We all, Stella says she canceled hers. I can't. Is that your Snapchat you said you canceled? Because I canceled mine too. We all know about Facebook Live. I love Facebook Live. I don't think I do enough of them. And I probably need to challenge myself to do Facebook Live and do the one tip. So you might want to definitely check that out and get it done. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about with Facebook is I just love it. I love it. I'm a little biased, and so therefore I might be, yeah, seriously, you guys, I might be excuse me, gang. I got too much going on over here. I might be a little biased. So I love Facebook. So if I gave you guys a challenge this week, Crystal, Kristen, Stella, because Stella, you didn't do a video. Joan too, because I know Joan is there. To give your tip on a Facebook Live instead of a recorded video. Now, Crystal, you said you're gonna have your equipment tomorrow. So you think you could do a live with your Facebook, with your tip of the day? Let's see if we can get that done this week. And of course, tag me in it, right? So that I know that it's done. Okay. Which guys are you talking to? I'm concerned. So this is only the dudes? No, Joan, it's the ladies and you. Come on, gang, guys, ladies, sorry. I can't take it. So awareness, 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 awareness. I want to show you guys something real quick. let me see. Let me share my screen. Where is it at? Here we go. I pulled this up. I thought it was quite interesting. And check that out. What y'all think about Kim Kardashian? Kim Kardashian cash. I saw this and I said, talk about brand awareness all over the place. Kris Jenner, mama, 11.5 million. And then she's getting a percentage off of all of her children. Kylie, 18 million. Kendall, 17 million. Even little old Rob got 2 million. I'll take that too. Khloe, 15 million. Kim, 51 million. Courtney, 10. Now, the Kardashian Jenners earned over 122.5 million combined last year. I don't know about you. I don't know about nobody else. I'll take that. I'll take Rob's 2 million. Okay. And let me say this, guys. I showed you this because it's like, this is personal branding to the umpteenth power. This is like, whoa. There's no rhyme or reason to it. They created their own hype. So I'm going to exit this screen because I want to see what you all's comments are on Kim K, because I know y'all got something to say. So, oh, so y'all love her. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you didn't know all that money was being made, did you, Crystal? Maybe you should be like Crystal with a K. Okay. I know I would be with a K. Call me Carrot. Okay. But listen, gang, it's all about hype. Some people are mad because they say, oh, she's just famous for being famous. She doesn't really have a real reason to be famous. Or she's only famous because she had the sex tape with Ray J. So I hear a lot of things about, well, she's only famous because she had the sex tape with Ray J. Look, gang, this is just my opinion, and my opinion only. I ain't mad at her. I'm not mad at her because I have probably been with some men and made $0. So I'd have took the come up too. I done had some charity cases. That's what I call them. So, you know, you had that boyfriend that wasn't just, you know, that was a waste of your time. I know, okay, I'm the only one there because I've had some that are a waste of my time. So give me one and it'd be a come up, I'll take it. So y'all will be saying, well, Lyric only famous because she was with that boy. That's nice. All the way to the bank. So I'm not mad at the hustle. I'm not mad at it at all. The thing that I look at is how she monopolized, took the situation and just took it to a whole nother level and utilized it. There were even reports that her mom was the one that leaked the tape. I mean, I wouldn't want my mom to leak the tape, but if it's out there, then we're gonna make us a little bit of little bit of money. Yeah, you can't hate. You just really can't. So I hear so much about them, but I think all of us, even the ones that talk, you know, in the negative, would have taken the opportunity if it presented itself to us. Now, I want my hind parts on camera for the world to see, because I don't have a lot of junk in my trunk, but I'm not mad at the situation. All they did was create their own hype. They didn't do anything. What is their business? Now the Kardashian name is their business. They created their own hype. That's personal branding to the umpteenth power. Okay? And they are on all platforms. Stella, they're on Snapchat too. Okay? But they ain't got no job. They can snap away. They can snap away. So I'm not mad at them either. Oh my God. Joan Corner Woman Wilson. Did you say you need a 2017 sponsor? I can't take it. She said a sponsor. Drama and hype made her money. Exactly, Crystal. But guess what? She had to strategize. You know, stuff happens, but if you fall out the limelight, nobody knows that you exist. Because I remember, you know, getting on Facebook, making a bunch of noise, and then I got to a point where I wasn't really on there. People do forget you exist. You have to continuously keep that up. That's a job all by itself. And then I post on 3 different platforms. So now what I've started doing is when I post my graphics or, you know, my webinars or anything of that nature, when I post it on Facebook, I post it on 3 pages. The public figure, the rock star, and my personal. Then I go from there and I post it on my Instagram. Then I post it on my Twitter. I post 5 times the one image. 5 times. So when you see me post something to Facebook, it's on, I do it right there, instantly, all 5 times. Because the thing is, in most cell phones, you hit the picture and there's a little box in the top that says you can share external. So therefore I can share external and go right to Instagram, right to Twitter. I don't have to download the picture and then upload it to Twitter. It goes right to it when it says share external. Okay, so it makes it a little easier. But then there's also Hootsuite, which I know Joan is a fan of, and you could stick stuff in there and actually have it automatically post on your behalf. Okay, when you have your content kind of mapped out. So it'll be a little easier for you guys to post it in a timely manner and make sure it gets out there. Okay, but I post 5 times. So when you see me put up one picture, you may see one, but I posted it 5 times. And I did it right there on the spot. Because if I post one and then I go make me a sandwich, the other 4 are not going to get done. And I'm behind the 8 ball. Okay, especially when it's time sensitive. Like tonight, I did a Facebook Live an hour before this webinar to say, hey, don't forget about the webinar. We're going to talk about XYZ. Well, I got to get that information out. I only got an hour before the webinar starts. So I had to post it right then and there. And so I've gotten in the habit of doing that. And it's a good habit to make sure I stay on target. Joan said there's a term in marketing called positioning. Positioning, if done effectively, allows a person not to forget you, but positions you in their mind. There are other competitors to choose from. Yes, top of mind, top of mind. Because trust me, gang, it's a lot of people that do what you do. It just is what it is. It's a million speakers, a million coaches, a million people that do what you do. What makes you better than them? Position yourself properly. All righty. What's the homework today, gang? This week, rather. I'm sorry. The homework this week. 1 tip done on a Facebook Live. Now, another tip on Facebook Live. I'm not going to beat y'all up. If it's 5 minutes and you do your 1 tip, great. Just do it. Get started. But let me give you this little tip. If your video, your Facebook Live is longer than 10 minutes, it moves up in the rankings. If it's 10 minutes or more, it gets more attention. Okay? Because you guys know and going on Facebook Live, it take like 2 minutes, and it seemed like forever for Facebook to let everybody know that, hey, you're live. So-and-so is live. Go check them out. Okay? So that's 2 of the 5 minutes. So technically, you're only looking at people for 3 minutes. So you want to, if you can, go 10 minutes long, 10 minutes or longer. Okay? But for homework purposes, homework sake, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Chris said my 30 seconds was forever. At what point should you boost a post? Stella, boosting a post, I boosted some posts this week, as a matter of fact. I boosted posts like they had a call to action in it because I wanted to get out to my friends and their friends. Something that I wanted to kind of get out to everybody. I personally, because you could boost a quote, you could boost things to get likes for your page. So it all kind of depends on what you want out of it. Because if you have a business page and you want more people to like your page, you could do it that way. That's a great way. $10 a day. Start at $5 if you have to. And get people to your page. Now, the key is, if you're boosting an ad to get people to like your page, when they get to your page, you better have something on there worth staying. Because there's nothing like people coming to a page and they look at it and you don't have anything for them. You don't have any content that they're interested in. They're not going to like the page, so you've just wasted money. So if you don't have anything on there for them, don't be inviting them to your page and there's nothing for them, okay? Save your money. Okay? That's why I post the same thing to all these different pages, because I got to keep the content going on my business pages. Because when people get there, there has to be something for them to want to like the page. So if you haven't posted anything in your business page and you want to boost a comment or ad or post you did, boost it for what? So make sure something is there. Okay? Other than that, you're wasting your money. Yes, you can share a tip about boosting. Not like boosting stuff out the department store though, right, Joan? Boosting your Facebook ads. Yes. Go ahead, Joan. We'd love to only boost a post that generate money. Ding, 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 ding. I like that. That's that CTA I was talking about. Something to get them to take an action and make you some money, right? I like that. I like that. Gang, any questions on these different platforms to help you increase your awareness? Pick 2 that you're going to commit to posting on. Like I said, I got 3: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And some of them you're not going to be as involved. Like I'm not as involved in Twitter as I should be. Oh, but I'm a posting sister, okay? But Twitter is one of those you have to interact. But in case somebody go to my page, I got something on there, okay? Just in case. So Stella says she's going to do Periscope and Facebook. Okay, Stella, so that means if you're going on Periscope, you're going to be doing live videos. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing, Stella? Because you're not on Periscope just looking at people. That's not utilizing it. Oh, yes, Stella Cobb. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Great. Stella, what's your Periscope handle so I can follow you? Because I need to get the notification when Stella go live. Okay. Kristen, Twitter and Instagram. Kristen, your business Instagram. I need to see some travel stuff on there. Give me some destinations that make me feel like, ooh, where is this at? Y'all seen those restaurants that post a meal? Like my buddy Lance London, he owns Carolina Kitchen, and he'll post one of the dishes at his restaurant. And I'm on there, what is that called? Which location has this dish? Same thing with your travel business. Put something on there that make people say, oh my God, where is this blue water at? Hey, where is this? How much is this package? You got something that goes there? Make them want what you have. Okay? Got it, Stella. Everything I want is on the other side of fear, so I'm going head first. Yeah, mine as well. You might as well. Side note, you guys seen videos on Facebook, Instagram, Paris, all of that, and it'd be mess. Somebody fighting, somebody cussing, somebody just hot mess. So if they can get on there and get a bunch of views, you can get on there with some great content and get a bunch of views. So people accept that crap. What you have is great. So just do it. Just like Nike say, just do it. And y'all know me, rock out or stay home. Don't halfway do it. Don't halfway do it. Okay? So Twitter and Instagram, Periscope and Facebook. Crystal, what are your 2 platforms? You got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, Snapchat. And don't be trying to say Snapchat because you know I ain't gonna never see it. Twitter and continue tips on Facebook. Cool beans. I like that. I like that. Joan, what 2 platforms are you, what platforms are you utilizing? Because I think you do more than 2. Is that accurate, Joan? Oh, great, Stella. Great. You have a podcast interview released tomorrow. Facebook and Instagram. Great, great, Joan. So, Joan, you don't do Snapchat? Y'all, Snapchat worked for a lot of people. It just didn't work for your girl. But I can't say I gave it 100%, but it's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. So I super duper duper appreciate you guys. I super duper duper appreciate it. And next week is week 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 9-week Project 63. I'm super excited because it is like moving right along. And I thank y'all for showing up. I don't even, did I say that already? I know I did, but I really, 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 truly, truly mean it. Okay? So next week we're going to get into videos. How do we get it to move up? You all know it's a method to the madness, right? And I know me and Kristen talked a bit about what to put in her videos, because when you're trying to do videos to get people to take an action, you got to hit the pain points. You got to hit them right where it hurts. Okay? Whatever that problem is that they have, you got to kind of, you know, just kind of lay on it for a minute to capture their attention. Then you got to tell them how to solve it. So we're going to talk about that because it's a method to the madness. Your videos got to have something that can capture the attention of your potential client. So we're going to talk about that next week. The videos, and more videos, the fastest way to raise them to the top, okay? That's right, market the problem, sell the solution, okay? And there's a way to do that in your videos. So that's what we're going to talk about next week. Oh, I just love y'all. I do. I appreciate you so, so much. So look out for the link for next week. And we are going to be like rock stars by the end of this 9-week period. These 63 days is going to be hot. And don't forget to tag me in your Facebook Lives. Turn it on, Kristen. Turn it on. Okay? Stella, you too. I'm going to be stalking you guys to see if you have done some. And I appreciate it. All right. I got it. Thanks, Kristen. All right. So I'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thursday night, 8 p.m. Project 63. 63 days to becoming a powerfully profitable personal brand. And let's get ready to rock out or stay home. Rockstar 360. Talk to you guys later, ladies. Bye.